If you know somebody, got like heart problems or something, it's a lot. That's pretty common. People who got heart problems should start taking cayenne pepper capsules. Cayenne pepper capsules. I probably mentioned this in some previous videos, but cayenne pepper is like a miracle herb for the human heart. You can Google it. You can Google the effects of cayenne pepper on the heart, and you can read for days. But anyway, so that's one good thing definitely to do for the heart, to help control or reduce high blood pressure. Also to help prevent high blood pressure. If you don't have high blood pressure or hypertension, it will help prevent it. Cayenne pepper helps with circulation. It helps with things like ulcers, blood clots. What else? Oh, cayenne pepper helps lower the cholesterol. So there's some pretty good benefits. But also with the heart, in regards to what commonly happens with the heart, people's heart valves get congested and clogged up with cholesterol from eating, burgers and chips and fries and all this stuff over the course of many decades. So we develop calcium around the lining of our major arteries connected to our heart. And those major arteries are supposed to have an elasticity. They're supposed to have an elastic effect to them, elasticity, where as your heart beats and your blood pumps both directions, it pumps out and it pumps back to the heart, blood does. Anyway, those major arteries that are pumping and receiving that blood need to be able to swell. They need to be able to, hold on. I can't be blocking traffic, hold on. So they need to be able to swell, much like if you see a garden hose that's kind of spongy, those kind that are spongy, when you turn on the water, you'll see it all swell. It just swells. So that's what those arteries need to be able to do when they're pumping and receiving blood. But when they have the calcium buildup along the rim, they won't do that properly. And after so much pressure and so much calcium blockage, one of them will rip open and you'll start hemorrhaging inside, and you could possibly die from congestive heart failure. But it's a very serious situation when one of these arteries rip open. Anyway, that's why you hear about people having a bypass surgery. Oh, my auntie went to go have a bypass, or a double bypass, or a triple bypass, or a quadruple bypass. People have gone under those procedures. I promise you, somewhere here in Nebraska today, there are surgeries going on right now that involve bypasses. So instead of bypassing and going through all this stuff, and instead of getting medication to help control or deal with the calcium that's built along the lining of the arteries, all you need to do is eat raw onions. So when I say eat raw onions, obviously these onions do need to be uncooked. But when I say eat raw onions, it don't mean just grab a spoon or a fork and a knife and just start sawing off into it and chewing it up and getting onion all over your breath. You can take one onion, cut it into about maybe, cut it down the middle, and then cut one of those halves into half, and then cut one of those halves into half, cut it down to where you can get about a tablespoon amount of chopped garlic, about a tablespoon amount. And then once you have that amount, you can do something simple like mix it with some applesauce. You can take that little tablespoon and mix it with applesauce, and you just stir it up, spoon and swallow. You don't have to chew. Spoon and swallow. And that will give you the benefits of having raw onion in your system without having it all over your breath because you've been chewing it. Just stir it up in applesauce, take a spoonful at a time, swallow it, consume all of that applesauce with the onion in it. And that will clean the plaque off of your artery walls. And onion also helps clean the liver and clean the blood. Raw garlic also helps to clean the blood and the arteries. But raw garlic has different beneficial effects. Raw garlic is... No, you know what? I'm going to make a different video about garlic. I'm going to start making these videos shorter. So that's what I'll do.